chukua kadi yako ya kura.
Listen, the mention of the Kenyatta family among prominent names claimed to billions worth of assets hidden in offshore accounts has continued to elicit mixed reactions, raising fresh questions on the necessity of wealth declaration by key state officers and those seeking political office. But where do these revelations leave the president's persistent calls for transparency and accountability of state officers? And how is it likely to affect the accountability political narrative heading to the 2022 polls? Murimi Mwangi interrogates on this week's edition of House of Cards.
Madaraka Day celebrations at Kinoru Stadium in Meru in 2018. And President Uhuru Kenyatta gave this directive.
All heads of procurement and accounts in government ministries, departments, agencies, and parastatals will undergo fresh vetting, including polygraph testing.
A statement that was swiftly followed by a fresh vetting of all top procurement officers from key state departments, alongside their close family members. 3 years later, and the shoe, it appears, is on the other foot, following the Pandora Papers expose that listed members of the Kenyatta family among key global prominent personalities with wealth stashed abroad in secret offshore accounts, including one firm listed to hold assets valued at over 3 billion Kenya shillings.
Uhuru thought that he had a clean hands, but essentially, we are not saying that because we need to prove where the entire of this money came from, how he acquired it, and the family how they acquired it, but the bottom line of it is this: his reputation and credibility is gone.
The president is due to give a comprehensive statement on the Pandora Papers, but the saga now reigniting debate of wealth declaration queries for candidates eyeing elective seats in next year's polls.
We have to look at the track record of the person saying that he is going to fight corruption. If in his tenure, whether he was a minister, whether he was in whichever position, they were not able to account for the monies that were under them, then of course it brings a big question of how a person will be able to fight corruption. So it's a big issue.
Even though there are some few loose areas that need to be tied up, okay? Especially in the area of clearing of candidates, and again the area of those who have been charged being asked to step aside. That needs to be tied up, and that's the reason why I am proposing an amendment, actually 2 amendments to the Elections Act 2011 and Leadership and Integrity Act 2012.
Kenyatta and his newfound ally, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, have been loudest on calls for clampdown on corruption cartels in government. Amid persistent protests from among key Deputy President William Ruto allies, who decried what they termed as weaponization of the supposedly renewed counter-graft war to fight the second-in-command's close associates. A number of high-profile graft-related cases are already at advanced hearing stages before the Anti-Corruption Court, even as critics question the prosecutorial competence of the state.
The experience of the people that they have is a question that we have to look at. Most of these are very young advocates who, have 2-3 years post-admission experience. When they come to handle these particular matters, they lack that level of experience that will be very necessary.
It is only in Kenya where the opposition pretends to run the government, and the opposition runs corruption cartels in government.
Nia yangu ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba wale ambao wataendelea hawatakuwa watu ya kunyanyasa na kuibia wananchi.
But there must be political will from the very top, and we hope and trust that with the coming of the new government in the next few months, this fight against corruption will be enhanced.
Top presidential hopefuls have been campaigning on the platform of zero tolerance to corruption, And with the air already pregnant with questions on ownership of key assets and queries on the real wealth of top leaders, no doubt Kenyatta's promised comprehensive response to the Pandora Papers will be eagerly awaited as the 2022 political drumbeats continue.